Hey folks, Lester here. I've come down to the woods with Pig Trudy, Maggie, and Trixie, and we're hanging out along the river. As you can see, the river is quite a bit more swollen than what it was last time we were here. We were actually able to cross the river right over there. It's been raining quite a bit, and so the water several feet higher than what it normally is. We're standing here in this little bit of a slough area, and Pig Trudy enjoys hanging out along through here. What I was going to show you is something kind of neat that you might not know about. Anyone else notice all of the little things growing out of the ground here? So these are what they call cypress knees. These are the beginnings of what will eventually be huge cypress trees, like some of the others that you see growing around here. Cypress trees grow here along the lower elevations where they, where they get a lot of moisture. They can actually even grow up through water, which is pretty neat. Now these are still young, very young, and they will look at this over here. These over here are actually showing a lot of recent growth. You can see how they're beginning to kind of bud out here. I'm not going to touch it and put my footprint there, but it will eventually, these will just kind of continue to grow higher and higher, and then they'll eventually turn into trees like these over here, and then they'll, over the course of a lifetime, will get really big. They're amazing trees, really pretty trees, and they stay green year round. They're an evergreen, which are really neat. Even though I like the trees, it's hard when they're little knees like this because they can trip you up pretty easily. I forgot what they call them. You know, in a cave, they have those stalagmites and stalactites. I forgot which ones grow from the ground up. That's what these here remind me of. Maggie's walking along the top of the ridge there. Trixie's hanging out here beside me, and of course, Pig Trudy. Pig Trudy. Oh, she loves to play in the woods. Pig Trudy loves to play in the woods. Maggie, let her play. Maggie's always a jokester. Maggie wants to play chase. Pig Trudy has just come to explore, smell around. Oh, and there's Ritzy. There's Jamie's beagle, Ritzy. Let's walk over by the river. Guys, Maggie, she wants to explore. Leave her alone. Oh, Trixie, get down, baby. Maggie, come on. So as you remember, last time we were here along the river, we could actually walk along through there. That's how high the rivers come up. I mean, it's nothing near flood stage, so nothing to worry about as far as that goes. Let me show you what I see over here. Something else you might not know about the woods that we live in. Look, more of those cypress knees. They're very plentiful through here. So I've noticed along the river here, we have these clams that at night the raccoons come and they dig those clams out of the water, and they'll open them up and eat the contents. Careful, Pig Trudy, you know what happened last time. And I am not wanting to jump in the water today. It wasn't so bad last time we were here, but with this water rising, it's cooled off quite a bit as well. So this is an old clam. I don't know how old it is actually. It looks pretty fresh, but these here grow. They're a shellfish, and they're here in the water. Here, this is an older one here. And the raccoons come up here at night and dig them out, and then they will work them open and they'll eat the contents. Careful, baby, it's pretty deep out there. Yeah, so the place that we crossed last time was right along that stump. You may have remembered that video. The water's come up quite a bit since then. Guys, I don't think she wants to play. She wants to explore. You can see all kinds of old clams. So this is a really neat spot for the raccoons to hang out. I bet they come down on this rock bank at night and fish from here. I see one over here that's pretty big. You can see how large they grow. Look at that one. Check that out. It's pretty big. Yeah, so this is about as deep of woods as what we have on our property. Look at this tall cypress tree here in the distance going up. I don't know what that is coming across the... Someone just... Guys, settle down! I'm not sure what that right there is. Maybe an oak or something coming across. That there will not last much longer. It's already hanging across the river. And it's not going to take much, a foot or two, and that thing's going to probably come crashing down. Which is unfortunate. Because once that tree comes into the water, it's going to change the course of the river. Water does that. You know, through my lifetime, I have seen the river change courses many times. Not drastically, but what could be a nice deep hole can end up becoming a sandbar like that, just because of the change in water flow. And it doesn't take more than just a tree falling or something else to upset everything. Oh, Pig Trudy, she has no fear. She loves coming down to the woods. She is such the explorer. She is such an explorer. I know you folks worry about her and snake bites and stuff like that, but I'm going to tell you, and I think you've seen the proof from Oli. How do I say this in technical terms without making a fool of myself? I know there's going to be 100 people call me out on this, but I'm going to say it the best that I can. Pigs are very resilient to snake bite, even venomous snakes. And so what happens is when a snake bites a pig, unlike any other animal, if a snake were to bite one of the dogs, they would have to be treated the way a human would have to be treated. They'd have to be taken to the vet. It's going to get deep there, baby. Anti-venoms and whatever else that would have to happen to a human. But pigs, because they have such fat content, because the makeup of their body has so much fat content, they're able to absorb a snake bite. And even though the tissue around the snake bite would have issues, for the most part, the toxins would never get into their system the way it would an animal with less fat. And so all they would have to deal with would be the flesh wound. And that's what we're seeing right now with Oli back at the house. Oli got snake bit, I would say three weeks ago, maybe. 3 weeks ago. I'm trying to calculate in my head what day that was. And Oli has never suffered any of the neurological things that a venomous snake could do to any other animal. But she has dealt with the swelling and the infection around the actual bite itself. But Oli has not skipped a beat. She's never gotten down. She's eaten, and she's the same Oli today as she was before the snake bite. The only difference is she has quite a thank you. Oh, that was gross. The dogs are like that. They come right up to you, want to shake, and get all that water on me now. I was actually clean before this. Now I'm wet. But no, back to the snake bites and pigs. It's just really neat the way pigs can handle. Please be careful over there, baby. I do not want to come out there and save you. Yeah, and it's all about the fat content, how much fat they have that can absorb all that stuff. Oh, they love playing games. Well, this video didn't really have a purpose. I was just going to get my camera out and video the adventures of Pig Trudy. Ended up talking about all kinds of stuff here. We've talked about clams, river clams. We've talked about cypress knees. We've talked about snake bites. We've talked about altering river patterns. We talked about dogs shaking near their humans. And I've rambled on for 10 minutes about really nothing, folks. Well, you guys ready to go? Y'all ready to go? Can we leave? I may stay a bit longer, but I'm not going to keep you guys. Hey, can you fetch that for me? Come here. Here, look. Here. Tricks, look. Tricks. Go get it. She ran right over the top of it. You big goof. Oh, she found a small twig. Maggie will get it. Get it, Maggie. Be smart. Maggie, get it. Maggie's going to watch it go and laugh at Trixie for being a big goof. Oh, that's my good girl, Maggie. You're so smart. Trixie, you're such a goof. You want to come out of there now? Come on, babies. Sorry about that. I was trying to impress you all with Maggie's fetching, or Trixie's fetching skills. And poor Trix can't find it. I've lost her stick. All right, let's go find Pig Trudy and get out of here. Y'all ready? I'm surprised that it's early morning, but there's no mosquitoes, there's no flies, there's no horse flies. We're not being bothered by anything right now, which is really neat. Because last time we came down, I turned off the side-by-side and I just sprayed myself down immediately because the insects were so bad. No, this is weird. Here comes a bottle. A bottle. And if I'm not mistaken, folks, there's a cork on the end of it. And it's coming right towards me. Am I being punked? Where did that come from? Okay, so it's not a cork, it's just a regular screw top. It is an old bottle of some sort, and it's too far for me to walk out and get. So I hate to allow that litter to float on down the river, but I'm not going to mess with it. Neither are the dogs, obviously, because I don't want to wade out that deep. Weird. And there it goes. Huh. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Come on, let's go. All right, folks, hope you have a wonderful day.